You're looking at the best miner. Damn place is filled with this reddish mist. But when you can sniff out a vein of iron like me, it isn't too much trouble.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Everything was going great in Red Belly. Mining iron, I must have broken 5 or 6 pickaxes. But now that I've got Rock Splinter here, I can cut through stone like a hot knife through butter.
I hope you haven't arrived here looking for Red Belly Mine. You get used to it after a while. No idea what's causing it.
Sure, it's full of spiders, that's what... I'm worried that they'll come out of the mine looking for food soon. Yeah, they're as useless as a fifth wheel on a wagon. Gave me some sort of line about... What's the point in protecting this place if the mine's completely useless? Idiots. Tell you what, keep to your word, and I'll line your pockets with this... Moved right in and made themselves at home. Did it overnight. I'm not even sure exactly where they came from. No one's been hurt yet, and they seem to be staying. If we can't get back into the mine, our town is sunk.
Would you happen to be headed towards Darkwater Crossing? I might be a woman, but I can crack rock with the... Be careful in there. You can take a nasty spill. My parents live there. I usually make the journey to... I've written some letters and placed them in a satchel. Perhaps you wouldn't mind delivering it to them? You would? Well then... Here. Take my satchel and give it to my father, Werner. He'll likely have something for you to bring back. I had a bad fall in the mine when I was bringing some food to the men. I was pretty bad off for a while. But a priest of Mara was passing through on his way to Dawnstar. I'm still pretty sore and I can't really walk too far without having to rest for a while.
I don't want to be responsible for sending you to your death. Be careful in the mine. Nasty little buggers, aren't they?
Now, ain't this a surprise?
Hey!
Tell you what, you start running so I can stab you in the back.
Can't wait to count out your coin.
You ready to die today, huh? Take my advice. Don't listen to that talk of the face sculptor down in the Ragged Flagon. Face Butcher is more like it from what I've heard. Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves Guild. Or so they'd have you believe. The Thieves Guild used to run this city. Now they're nothing but... What is it? If you're looking to settle in Riften, there's a house for sale. Honeyside. See the steward in the keep if you want it.
Too lazy to walk, eh? Well, you found the right place. I'm not afraid of anything out here. Not me. I'm no weakling. In fact, I bet I... Oh. Tell you what, how about a friendly wait? You match the bet, and we fight until one of us gives in. All right, remember, this... Here we go. Come on, let's see what you're made of. I don't believe it. I guess you were right. Not at all. It's good to be put in your place once in a while. You've been a good friend to me. That means something. Been stuck with the... I've been riding horses since I was a lad. Nothing I liked more. Then one day, I was drunker than I've ever been and mounted a poor colt. Broke his back in two. Haven't ridden since. Don't mind if you do. What's your price? Should have known you'd be a cheap one. All right then.
Need a ride? You can get a room at the Bee and Barb, but mind your coin purse. Oh, and if you meet Maven Blackbriar, stay on her good side. This is her city, nobody else's.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need... for the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need... for the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate.
Trouble? I used to be an adventurer like you.
Unlocked.
Then I took an arrow in the
Inside
knee.
when you're ready.
I had another run-in with the Thieves' Guild.
Be careful, Mule. The Thieves' Guild has Maven Blackbriar at her back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail. Or worse.
They represent the reason I'm here. I can't just ignore them, Eren.
I know. I just don't want you to leave. You're the only good thing that's happened to this city in a long time. I've never seen Mule this upset about anything.
You're a stranger here too, huh? To call it a guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin be considered part of an association? They're the worst kind. Even the Dark Brotherhood abides by a strict set of rules and tradition. These... What do you think? That's a shame. Too many people in Riften share... It's going to take more than just myself and Eren to help this city. It has to want... Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves' Guild. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften's citizens from her family, but to no avail. Well, there is Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. She likes to spend time down in Elgrim's elixirs working on her alchemy. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son. Spoiled brat and heir to her empire. And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder. I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, Elsewhere to Morrowind. Many years ago I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that you and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain. And my fortune, it's been difficult. I've taken the burdens of this city. Corruption, if it wasn't for Eren, the young man who saved my life, I think I'd already have given up long ago. It was Eren who found me dying outside of a Dwemer ruin. If he hadn't brought me here, and when my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason. So I stayed.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble? Don't say something you'll regret. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some loudmouth. The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild... Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you. Then you're stupider than you... You better watch your ass around here. Stay out of the Blackbriars' business and you'll... You aren't... I'm through with you. Get out of my way. You aren't... Stay... You aren't worth my time. Hey, watch it!
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
What? Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Chandra, last warning. Pay up or else. All I care about is the gold. Everything else is your problem. Yeah? What's your problem? Yeah? What's your problem? Yeah? What's your problem? Yeah? What's your problem?
Huh? What do you want? Yes. Hofgreer took me in when I arrived. Horses are my whole life. Back in Hammerfell, I hope to open my own stables one day. But I think it's going to take a lot longer than I expect. I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's... You will? Oh, thank you. Be careful with Sapphire. She mixes with those...
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a...
You want a drink? I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a... I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3... I was hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it was my place to ask such a... Every Argonian wedding proposal band is supposed to have 3 flaw... 2 of the gems, the ones on the outside, represent the couple to be married. The amethyst in the center represents the Hist, the entity that all Argonians consider a sacred part of our lives. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both? 3, in fact. They're my own recipe. Brought them. First is the Velvet Lechance, which is a mixture of blackberry, honey, spiced wine, and a touch of nightshade. Perfectly safe, I assure you. Second, we have the White Gold Tower, which is heavy cream with a layer of blended mead, lavender, and dragon's tongue on top. Last, and only for the bravest of souls, we have the Cliff Racer, which is firebrand wine, Cyrodiilic brandy, Flynn, and Sujama. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend
Looking for
to.
work? I need someone to deliver a message to... well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying... I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him... I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage paper. Good man, you won't... Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage papers are and bring them to... You'll be well paid for your time. I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails. Definite. No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven. No guard would lock up a Blackbriar without the old lady's permission.
of iniquity.
We're not kicking you out. Just keep
I
the
knew
servants
that.
at the temple.
Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold. He promised to pay me back. I don't care. A deal's a deal. Don't know why you'd help a stranger like that. But a septum... You can tell Shadra his debt's been paid.
I've never seen Mjol this upset about it.
Aha! They mean to take our history and crush it. The soil beneath our feet. I lost my own daughter to the... Lilia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago. She served as a battle maiden, using her healing arts. It didn't matter. The Imperial soul... And that's why I won't rest easy until every single Imperial soldier joins her.
My skill in battle is
sits
unmatched.
on the throne of Skyrim.
Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome. Mjol the Lioness used to adventure across Skyrim before she settled down in Riften. I hear it all ended when she lost her enchanted blade. Riften's biggest exports used to be fishing and honey until the Blackbriar family moved in. Now the meadery is the biggest game in town. The Thieves Guild has been pushing hard to regain a foothold in this city. Head north to Winterhold. There's a college. Else you could go see the Jarl's wizard. Might be able to help you.
Why settle
Well,
for
see
just
us
stabbing your foes when you can roast them alive in a gout of arcane fire?
My food is the best in all of... I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir. He showed me a way to go... I'm always looking to replenish my supply. Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Well, the last traveler... Careful, though. Rumor has it...
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you're carrying, eh, lad? I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn the septim up. It's all about the way they walk, what they're wearing. It's a dead giveaway. Look how you sniffed out my little scheme at the North Gate. You knew it was a shakedown and you called them on it. That's what I'm talking about. Wealth is my business. Help me out, and I've got a bit of an errand to perform. And in my line of work, simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Modest. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing. There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started. Do you want me to... You're going to have to sneak over to Modest. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Bran. We've been contracted to make sure Branche remembers not to meddle in it. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days. I'm ready when you are.
Be careful.
Just
I
give the word.
presume you're bothering me for a good... Of course. Nothing gets done without my approval. Anyone makes trouble for me and I pay a visit to the Thieves Guild. You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation.
Learn a library's worth of knowledge in moments, or grow back that missing limb with my genuine...
Sure. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
Can I interest you in some fun? I may be Dark Elf by birth, but I was raised Argonian. For reasons I'm still trying to discover, I ended up orphaned. I hope one day to find out what happened to me. How I ended up like that. Just one. I know when I was found by my... It was one of the great houses in Morrowind long ago. Whether that means I was one of them or not. If you come across anything in your travels that might provide me with the answers I'm looking for, I'd be grateful. Thank you. I learned that a matron who had served for House Telvanni had escaped Morrowind. Record showed her buying passage aboard a sailing vessel named the Pride of Telvos. But that's where the trail ran cold. I spent years looking for what became of the ship, but I ended up empty-handed. Anything you can find would be of great help. Good luck.
You gonna buy something, or just here for training? Look, I've moved all over. I'm not out to win friends, and I could care less if you're happy about your purchase or not. The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better. Are you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going... If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns. Everything I've got on display, really. Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it.
Don't miss out. Purchase a bottle of my genuine
Greetings, honored friend. Good. I do. Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxleal jewelers that remains in Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. Would you be interested in gathering some materials from... Thank you, Lan. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore. Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf, he keeps draining the people. A few months ago, it was Troll Fatsav, and now he's got something new. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves Guild.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Safe travels, Landstrider.
Please. Please. I can't take this place anymore. So cold. So hungry. So tired.
Shall we play Apex, my son?
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim.
I could have left it behind. I could have put it back where it came from. You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden. The memories, I cannot stand them. You must take them away, return them to Avonshanzel. You must take the lexicon from me. Please, take it now. You must bring it to Avonshanzel. In the west, return it to them. It must go back. It's yours now. I won't take it back. Avonshanzel. Take it to Avonshanzel. You must take it back.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If you're looking for company, I suppose I could do worse.
Get in good with Brynjolf, then we'll talk.
Please help me. I'm going to lose my job at the Riften Fishery. Bolli is a good man. He pays us well and watches out for us. I used to work at the Blackbriar Meadery, but Indarin and I never saw eye to eye. That elf has no pay. It's probably for the best anyway. I'm far better at fishing than working in a meadery. My job at the Riften Fishery is in danger. The owner, Bolli, said that if I show up for work in this condition one more time, then I'm out. I don't mean to do this to myself, but I can't help it. I tried some skooma a year ago, and ever since then, I can't stop. If you could give me a healing potion, I could cleanse this poison from my body and get back to my life. Your kindness will never be forgotten. Here, take this. It's all I can offer you for what you've given me. I could have left it behind. I could have put it back. It is our most favorite company. I'm not sure what it's made from, but I can tell you that once you've had a taste, you'll never crave anything else. The Dunmer came up with the stuff a long time ago. Very illegal. I got mine off a merchant ship in Solitude. Worst mistake I ever made. Look, I don't think I should say. I mean, they could kill me. Okay, I'll tell you. I get my skooma from Sarthas Idrin. He has some sort of a setup over the Riften warehouse. You can't get inside, though. They've kept that place locked up tight since the war began. I overheard Bolli say that only the Jarl carries the key to the warehouse. When I meet Sarthas there, he's usually waiting for me outside with his bodyguard. If it wasn't for skooma, I'd already be on all my gold. Although I suppose a little mead now and then would be harmless. You've been kind. I thank you.
Everything's all right? Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
You picked a bad time to get lost. Gonna rip you open.
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother. Why? What are you gonna do? Cry? I don't have to take that from you. Fight! Smear, you won't leave here alive.
Oh, hey there. You here to join the Dawn Guard, too? Truth is, I'm a little nervous. I've never done anything like this before. I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you? Hey, don't tell Isran I was afraid to meet him by myself. Not the best first impression for a new vampire hunter, I guess? Everybody. This place looks almost deserted. I heard what's going on. The vampires, the Dawn Guard, all of it. I wanted to help, so here I am.
Well, well, you made it. Good. Isran's in the fort. He'll get you sorted out. Never seen a crossbow before, eh? Not surprised. Kind of a Dawn Guard specialty. Nothing better for putting down vampires. Here, take this one and give it a try. You'll want to get to know how to use it if you really plan to join the Dawn Guard. Never seen a crossbow before, eh? I lost 2 wives to vampires. I will avenge them. It's good to know that I will not have to do it alone. I'm glad this Dawn Guard exists. Fight well.
I heard what's going on. Vampires, the Dawn Guard, all of it. I wanted to help, so here I am. guess this is it. Wish me luck.
Here to join the Dawn Guard? Good. I'll tell you, the only thing more surprising than hearing from Isran after all these years was hearing that he wanted my help. I immediately realized things must be pretty bad. Looks like I was right. I have. There was a time years ago when we were both members of the Vigilance, and both equally dissatisfied with them. Their hearts are in the right place, of course, but Isran and I were never comfortable. We left together, but that partnership didn't last very long. I didn't agree with some of his methods. Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on, he's right inside.
Why are you here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. Vigilance under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawn Guard. Is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawn Guard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran. Carset is dead.
So who are you?
The Hall of the Vigilance.
What do you want?
Everyone.
Watch your back.
Dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you? The vampires are much more dangerous than we ever dreamed.
Well,
The Dawn Guard
ready to
is
join the fight
only
against the
hope
damn
now.
vampires? I need someone out in the field taking a fight to the damn vampires. Well, Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed. There's only one thing worth remembering. When it comes to vampires, if you're sloppy or careless, you're dead. And good people will die because of you. I've lasted this long because I don't take chances. I cover my tracks and I keep my eyes open. If you're smart, you'll do the same. This is Fort Dawn Guard. Originally owned by the Jarl of Riften back in the Second Era, it was a bit of a black mark on the Hold's history. I'm trying to put it to good use. We hunt down and kill vampires. In the old days, the Dawn Guard kept all of Skyrim safe from those blood-sucked. Then people stopped taking the threat seriously. The Dawn Guard was disbanded, and the vampires came creeping back. Now I'm trying to re-establish the Dawn Guard. Take the fight to the vampires for a change. I hope it isn't too late. Well, at least you're smart enough to want to learn more. I'll show you what I can. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow. Stay alert.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
I'll meet you at Dim Hollow. I'll meet you in Dim... Brother Adelwald had been there not long ago. It must have been important to the vampires as well. Of course there are. Most of us spend our life... I wish I could say how many we numbered. But only a privileged few knew that. And they're dead now. Yes. By destroying it. I suspect now it was Brother Adelwald's journals they were after. He was obsessed with ancient vampire artifacts and burial sites. The hall was a place of respite, learning, and comradeship, where a road-weary brother or sister could rest for a time in peace and comfort. Most of our learning could be found there. We always studied our enemies, so we might better... But, of course, those days are
I
gone.
don't think that's a good idea.
Stendarr,
You
watch
vigilants
over
were never trained.
I know what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendarr granted you do not have to face the same test and be found wanting. I'm going to Dim Hollow Crypt. Perhaps I can be some small assistance too.
You there, boy. Stop skulking in the shadows and step up here. What's your name?
My name is Agmir, sir.
Do I look like a sir to you, boy? I'm not a soldier, and you're not joining the army.
Yes, sir. Isran.
Didn't I tell you to step forward? Farm boy, huh? What's your weapon?
My weapon? I mostly just use my paw's axe when wolves are attacking the goats or something.
My paw's axe. Stendarr preserve us. Don't worry. I think we can make a dawn guard out of you. Here, take this crossbow. Let's see how you shoot.
Crossbow? I've never...
Yes, a crossbow. Best thing for killing vampires. Just take a few shots at those crates over there. You need to concentrate, boy. Try it again. You'll get the hang of it.
Yes? I've heard the rumors around Sky. I felt I had two choices. I could either live in fear of the night, or I could do something to help protect my people. Keep your neck covered.
Watch the recoil. Takes some getting used to. You'll get the hang of it. That's it. Concentrate, boy. Try again. You'll get the hang of it. Watch the recoil. Take some getting used to. That's it. Watch.